Hello YouTubers, how you doing? Hey, Frank with Frank's Fine Leather. So, had to delete a little bit of the video because I had some technical difficulties. I hate that when that happens and I can't recreate it, but I can tell you where we went. You know, we started with these two halves in the beginning, and then we married these together, okay? And we glued them, which they're glued now. And see, there's a little spot here. I'm gonna take that off while we got a chance. Sorry about that. Just go ahead and get this off of there. Just saw this, and it's some tokenol. I don't want to leave that on there too long, because the longer you leave it on there, the worse it gets. But anyway, so we went ahead and stitched, sanded, and got our bevel here, but we haven't put any edge coating like this on yet. But we are ready to do this edge, and I've went ahead and got it prepared, this area and this area, and so we're ready to go ahead and stick it together, okay? And so based on that, we're going to go ahead and kind of get this ready to go, and I think we'll be good. We got us plugged into power now, so we should be in good shape. We ran out of power, that's what it was. I was talking away and looked up, and the phone's completely dead. So I think I'm going to buy a little battery pack. It goes on the back of the iPhone, and I don't know, it gives you some ungodly amount of power, but anyway, it's good for people that are doing YouTubing. Anyway, so measures this up here, marry it up here, make sure that these two are level, which they are, and then go ahead and stick this together like so, and make sure that it's leveled up. And obviously there's no glue on this side because this is an open side anyway, right? This is where our bifold goes. But there is glue on this side, so we'll just need to make sure that this is all level. If it is, so we can go ahead and stick that down. Let's go ahead and take our little set of mashers, and let's get this mashed in there. If you guys think we should come up with a better name for this, let me know. What do you think? A Frank's Fine Leather masher? Smasher, masher, whatever. It probably has a technical name for it, but I don't know what it is. Anyway, so there we are together here and here. And so while we're waiting on this to set in there, we're going to go ahead and give this a little sand. And since it's pretty well together, we'll go ahead and probably just start with some 220, some light 220 right now. Just go ahead and get this sanded here on our little pad of paper. If I wasn't doing videos, I may just take the Dremel across it real quick, because the Dremel's much quicker. We'll see how good this works. I'll give this a little sand, and if this doesn't work well, then we'll pause the video and Dremel it real quick. Because the Dremel doesn't take it very long at all, and that's why I love to use the Dremel. And when I teach the classes that I give, that's going to be one thing that I didn't buy for many years. I did a lot of things by hand. And then, once I had one of the pros in the leather business say, man, all I use is this Dremel, and here's why. And then I picked one up and started using it, and I was like, oh my gosh, where have you been all my life? And it makes things much easier. It gets the leather soft, level, even, and very quickly. You know, you're not sanding forever, and so your project time is cut way down. Now, sometimes it's fun to sand like this with a sanding block, and there's other times where it's not, especially when I use the Dremel tool to like take off a big hunk of, you know, mistakes, and then get it to the point where it's in pretty good shape, and then I can come back and by hand use my lighter grains, and then it still makes it fun to sand. But sometimes it's not fun to sand if you've got to take the heavier grains and sand the dickens out of it, and then turn around and take the lighter grains and sand the dickens out of it, and by the time you get done, you're like, I'm kind of done, you know. You're not having fun. You know, if you're not having fun, then what's the point in doing leather? You know, I always want to have fun doing leather. I don't know about you. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. Do you like having fun doing leather? Or is it something you're just gonna do and not have fun at it? I don't know. I gotta have fun at things I do anymore. At least enjoy it. Because I think if you have fun and enjoy it, you'll do a better job. You know? I think you'll do a better job for the client, for yourself. Especially if you're doing some bespoke stuff. You want to have fun with what you're doing with pride. You want to do a better job than you did the first time. You know, if you had a first time, or if this is the first time, then you want to do such a good job that you want to make it hard to beat that the second time. Yeah? So, anyway, that looks pretty good. Feeling that with my fingers, like I always teach you. Feeling with your fingers, if it's level and it's smooth, it's a thumbs up. So, based on that, we'll go ahead and take our dividers, wing dividers, draw our 4mm lines coming in here and in here. Couldn't find the edge of the leather there for a second. Like, wait a minute, I'm not that blind. It's getting late, I'm getting tired, so I'll be cutting this off here in a little bit anyway. But to you don't see all that, because to you, it just looks like seconds. And on this end, it's a lot more time. So, based on where we're at here, we are going to, I'm not going to pound all this all the way here. I'm going to get it started and show you what we're going to do, and then I'm going to take it off camera and go ahead and tap the rest all the way through, stitch, and then I'll come back and show you what we're going to do to finish. So, because I think I've got enough videos out there, past videos, that has all the stitching you want. So if you want to see some stitching, just go to my previous videos, and I've got stitching in almost every single one of them. And it's the same thing, you know. You've got to find out where to punch the holes. You always hang over one tooth, you know. You come on the back side of the needle, pull it through, go in between the two threads, whether you're going this way or this way. you know, and so on and so forth. You go 4 times the amount of distance times your leather, or your leather stitching, right? And then that's your length, and then the rest of it is just a cross stitch all the way through, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's about it. And that's really all there is to stitching, and the rest of it is just technique and, you know, keeping your eye on the ball, as they say it, and making sure that you're getting things. Now, as I look at this, I'm stopping right here. Would I like to have one more in there, another little hole to bring it a little closer? Yeah, maybe. But as I look at that and I put that up there, it's going to take it almost to the edge, which if I punch that through, when it goes through to the other edge, it's going to be on the edge, and it is going to cut that outside edge right here. And so it will hang open, and we don't want that. So that will be our last stitch, okay? And so what we could do is, if we wanted to make that a little bigger stitch, we could come in here and come forward a little bit on this last stitch here. Come forward a little bit, just a little bit, and then go ahead and repunch that, okay? And what that does is it'll make these holes a little bit bigger, but bring it forward. Not enough where you can tell the difference, because you probably can't see that difference right there, right? But yet it brought us closer to this edge now, because if I put these tongs in the hole, it almost has this tong stretching over. So it's as close as to perfect as we can get it. So knowing that, that's going to be where we're going to land. Okay? Knowing that, we're going to stop the video, because I'm going to go ahead and punch this, and I'm going to go ahead and stitch this, and then I'll come back with you, and we'll cut the 45 with our edge bevelers. We'll sand, soften, and burnish. And then that wallet is going to be El Completo. So, and then we're going to be able to start on our next project. So, I'll see you in a leather minute. Hello, YouTubers, we're back. So we went ahead and we got this stitched. Looks great. And we're just going to put the finishing touches on this. And we've already sanded this earlier, and so it came out pretty good. It's very even across the grain side. Alright. So we're just going to give it a little sand, a little wet sand, and some 45s. We're going to call it a day, and we're going to finish this thing up. So we're going to go ahead and give it a little one-way sanding here with the 120. Okay. And down through it like so. Okay. So it looks pretty good. Feels good. Let's go ahead and get our edge groover. Not edge groover, edge. Cutter. this inside here. Takes off a nice little hunk there. And this side had already been done, taken care of. So knowing that, let's go ahead and put this up. Let's give us one-way action. Okay, looks good. Okay, let's go ahead and get this cleaned up. And let's go ahead and get our 400. Give it a little brush. Feel. Oh man, that feels good. Yeah. That feels like that's going to come out to be very, very nice. Okay, let's get rid of our other sawdust. brush this off real quick. I'm not going to be too far behind from putting the wraps on it for this evening and finishing the couple small little deals we will have tonight. It's starting to come around, looking really pretty good. Let's go ahead and get this burnt down in there a little better. Okay. There's that. Let's go ahead and get this. Okay, there we go, folks. How's that looking? Just a little bit of cream here, here. All right. Just a little bit of cleaning here on this side. Do a little bit of wiping off, cleaning on this side. Get my backbones, hinges, well taken care of here. Let's go ahead and use a t-shirt. And then, here we go. We can use our canvas. Take our canvas just for a real quick run over. Smooth that out pretty good. No canvas here. And now this time when I use the canvas, I can feel it on my hands hot. Yeah, so put this piece here. Good here. A little piece here that's sticking out, glue, but we'll pick him off. Yeah. So based on that, that's our completed unit, folks. What do you think? Does it look pretty good? Right? And we can take our bone folder, right? This is the back. It's going to be our one-piece card holder, so we can go in there and card slips in and out like butter. Very nice. We have card slot here, card slot here, card slot here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and give this a shine up here. Shine up here. This dude will be ready to sell. If you know anybody who wants to buy this, let me know. Hit me up on my YouTube account. What I want for it? I don't know. Because I'm using it, you know, kind of as a teaching technique, but discounting it, 45 bucks. How's that? Sound good? 45 bucks. That's pretty good for a wallet. Yeah, just kidding. We'll do 35. 35. 35 for this, and there's probably at least that in the wallet itself, in just material. Okay? So this is called the mini side bifold. So mini side entry bifold, and somebody wants to buy it, 35 bucks. We'll do it. Real special deal. And I'll go even further. I'll ship it for free. How's that? That's another $6 off. So that's $6 to ship it. So you recommend it to their friends. Your friends will get it at a good discount price. I can't give you anything on it because I'm not making anything at that point. But I can give your friends a good deal. So making that so edge is looking pretty nice. Otherwise, I think I'll offer this in our little garage sales that we have here locally, and when they run the live garage sales, I'll just have them all out there, and I'll put a nice little low number on it and run with it. I may even get most of them sold. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, there it is. Let me know what you think in the comments. But there's your wallet. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Take care.